Hey, congratulations for Embattled.
Thank you.
Hey, so tell us, what was your initial attraction to something like Embattled? I mean, it's a great film.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I have a little bit of a background in martial arts. I've been doing it my entire life in one form or another. And then I have a little bit of a complicated relationship with my dad, so it just clicked all the buttons for me. And I remember reading the script and saying, I gotta do this. There's no one in the world that understands this better than I do.
So when you took the project, how did you want to initially focus on your approach? Was it towards the fight part or towards the drama part?
It was a bit of a twofold approach, because for the fights to work, you had to care about the fighters. So to me, the drama, as you say, is the build up to the fight, and the fight is the resolution of that relationship and that tension.
So remind us, when was this film? Because it's kind of funny, is because I actually saw Stephen Dorff before the pandemic started, and I didn't think he was that big, but maybe he was that big at the time.
We filmed that in 2018, right after he finished filming True Detective. And this is not Steven's like walk around weight. He did a lot of work to get in that fighting shape. So maybe he didn't like keep all the muscle on after he was done shooting.
So what was the regimen that you actually required for Stephen to basically get into his his body and his role before the production actually began?
So the only thing I ask is that he spends time in the fighting gym with our fight choreographer Fernando Chen. But Stephen, he did not need requirements. He's a consummate professional. He just got on it. He told me, as soon as I'm done filming True Detective, I'll get on my food regimen, I'll get on my workouts. And then he would like call me at night, and like every couple of days with things for the character he would come up with. Like he really got very deep into Cash, and like this little things. It was like the beard was his idea, the golden teeth, it was his idea. So it was just like he didn't need no motivation. He just went for it.
So when you first met him, and then when he came on to production, it was a total transformation to you?
I've met him a couple times during prep, but yes, like when I saw him for the first time before production, I was shocked by how he transformed himself.
So why did you suppose that Stephen Dorff was perfect for the role for Cash?
At first I didn't. I was a fan of Stephen. I knew him as an amazing actor, but I didn't think of him as Cash. But then someone just told me that they knew him and they would pass the script along, and I was like, he's a great actor. He could probably come up with something for that. And he read it, loved it, and then like in talking to him, I understood that Stephen does have a dark place where he could like draw this energy from, and then I realized that he's perfect for that. So it was luck, really.
So he was actually a natural actor on set because of all of this.
I mean, he's an amazing professional. He's a joy to work with, but yes, he was sometimes he was scary to look at, just because of like you see this like nice person that Stephen is, and then all of a sudden boom, and Cash is on set, and it's like a person you don't know and don't want to know.
No, I agree. I've interviewed Stephen before, and after watching this movie, I was terrified of him. So I don't know what you did with him or what you said to him, but he was a totally different person in real life.
Hey, the power of good acting, I guess.
Of course, I do want to mention the other person who plays the son, Jett, Darren Mann. Am I correct?
Yes.
Why was Darren perfect for his role in the opposite case?
So Darren came again. We were very lucky. Darren came on board kind of late. Like we were 3 weeks out from beginning principal photography when Darren joined us. But then we talked to him before production, and then his physique, like he was a hockey player before he was an actor, so he's got that athletic physicality. And then he also has this like a rich background that he can draw from. Like it's just like this complicated emotional thing. It's just him.
So for him, he didn't have too much training involved because of such a short amount of time. But did he have to go through some kind of vigorous course in terms, like at least of fighting?
Well, luckily he was already in great shape, but he did what he could to like build up a little bit. And then we had a fight camp at SBG in Birmingham, Alabama, which is an amazing MMA gym. And our fight choreographer, Fernando Chen, he put the guys through the ringer, and like for 3 weeks, they basically ate and trained like professional MMA fighters, and the results on the result is on the screen.
I love the fight sequences that you actually created for a film like this. Could you tell me how you actually went through the process and captured those scenes, those fight choreographies?
Well, I've got an amazing team, like Fernando Chen, who's a very experienced fight choreographer, and then Don Lee, who's a very good stunt coordinator. They came on board, and we talked about the story points of those fights, so to speak. And then Fernando came up with ways to physically interpret that story. So he was just like it was almost like a movie within a movie, because in the way like you would see interpretive dance tell a story, the same way this fight was choreographed to tell that story.
Wow, you know what? It's amazing. I do have to admit. I also love the house that you actually use for cash. Where did you find that? Talk about that setting.
So that's a house in Birmingham, Alabama, and yeah, it's just an amazing house. Like, I guess Birmingham is really nice.
So it's not your house. So in the case, I understand that this is your sophomore film that you have directed. Could you talk about what you learned from the first film that you managed to bring it over onto a film like this?
Well, I guess my biggest takeaway from my first movie was like expect the unexpected, and it never goes as planned. And also like the importance of having an amazing team around me, because filmmaking is a collective effort. So I was just, I guess I was just very lucky on this one to have amazing people help me. So
what suppose that was your most difficult thing on a project like Embattled?
I guess I don't know, stress management. Because like I had a very clear vision of like what I wanted. Like from the minute I read the script, I knew what the movie should look like. And then as every step you take, it just deviates from that picture you have in your head. So just adjusting your resources and possibilities to that, and just changing where you want to get, but also not stepping away from your end goal. And like the tension and disturbance created by that dissonance is the hardest part for me.
I'm curious. Did you step into the ring with Stephen and Darren just just for shits and giggles?
I mean, they really inspired me to get back into training after we were done filming, but no, fortunately, I did not do that.
Excellent. And for the future, what kind of projects do you want to keep on doing? Do you want to basically do a little bit of action, a little bit of drama, or continue both with like something like Embattled?
Well, I'm a genre film fan myself, so it always just finding stories that take genres and just interpret them in interesting ways, and just stories that are not being told or are not told in a way that I think we could tell them.
Excellent. Well, let me wrap it up with one more question with you, because you know we're living in crazy times right now, and I want to know is how are you staying sane and creative during times like this?
I don't. I don't like. I guess I have good days and bad days. I have days that I try to create a schedule and stick to it. Like spend a certain amount of time writing, and then sometimes I stick to it. Sometimes I don't. But luckily, my producing partner Errol Cochran, she does not let me fall too far off the wagon. And it's just like, I guess again, teamwork is just like when you're off, your teammates pull you up, and then when you're up, you pull your friends up. So it's staying together.
I love that. I love the fact that you always talk about teamwork. I guess what's that saying? Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's what it is.
Well, I guess I just really like the people I work with.
Excellent. Hey, Nick, I really appreciate you making this movie Embattled. It is a terrific movie, and I highly recommend everyone to watch it, especially for MMA fans, because that's the type of fight that people love to watch now these days.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye.